This is to certify that Movie Chats has been classified for live streaming.
Hello!
Good evening, all. Welcome back to Movie Chats. I am Steve, and this is my co-host, Little Steve. For those of you that don't know who we are and joining us for the first time, we are the Over 40s Club. As of this week, we are the Over 40s Club. No, we're just a couple of film lovers that just like to have a chat and catch up and see how it goes. So if you're watching on Facebook, please move over to the YouTube channel, Movie Chats, because there's lots of things happening in the side chat. Come and join us over there. We'll see your comments, etc., and you can join in with everyone else. How was your week then, Steve? How's your week been?
Hello, guys. Yeah, it's been all right, mate. It's been absolutely ridiculously unbearable in work at 30 odd degrees. You know.
Yeah.
Then lucky enough, Lincolnshire recorded the highest weather temperature at 40.2. Good job I was here. And then I've had the last couple of days off, which has been nice. So I don't remember the last time I've had a full night's sleep, but I'm still here. So yeah, it's been all right, mate. Managed to get out and get a couple of pickups over the last few days, so it's not too bad.
Good stuff. Who have we got in tonight then? We've got Peter. I was playing Destiny with Peter before, and then Lana said, "Come on, you need to get off that now. We need to have something to eat before you go live." So she chased me off my Xbox.
She pulled you off your games so you could have your
Pulled
dinner.
me off my games. Hello, Santa. Evening, sir. Hello, Cherry. Thank you for joining us at the start of the stream this week.
I know. Welcome.
Yeah. And evening, Kathy. You've probably had to wake up. Do you know, to be honest, that's probably the first time Cherry's actually seen the intro.
Welcome to 7:15 in the evening, Cherry.
There is two of them in a day. Chris has popped in, and so has Ems then.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Happy birthday to Cherry as well. My birthday, buddy.
She's pretty much almost a co-presenter at this point, isn't she?
I hope you had a great day, dear, and I hope you enjoyed it. Chris has popped in. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. So, Movie Chats Extra is on Sunday. Okay, so please don't forget to tune in Sunday, 7:15 for Movie Chats Extra. We have got a few special guests coming on, some that you've met before, some that you haven't met before, and we just have a general chit chat about films with other content makers and film and friends of the channel. You don't necessarily need to be a YouTuber to come on. You can just come and join in the chat and see where we go from there. It was my birthday yesterday. So there we go. Hence the Over 40s Club. However, I'm still younger than Little Steve. Okay.
Hey, Joan.
You can't take that away from me. I just look like I've had a harder paper round in the ears.
Well, yeah. Wait until I get a 4K camera.
Oh, bloody hell. Then the cracks in the plaster will show. Right, shall we move on then, Stevie? Shall we jump into homework?
Yeah, go for it.
Homework movie.
Now, I did ask the brother-in-law, why does my voiceover man sound Scottish? Listen to it as it goes further down. He gets more Scottish as he goes on.
Yeah.
Right, so, homework movie. Homework movie was the 1986 sequel, The Karate Kid Part 2. In this film, Miyagi finds out that his dad's dying, so he has to go home, and he takes Daniel with him. And in typical Karate Kid form, define bullies and local rivals and villains that they've got to try and fight and defeat and make friends with, etc., etc. I suppose, Steve, you like this movie. So
Yes, I do. Yes.
My question to you is, did this sequel need to be made? Could they have missed Karate Kid 2 and went straight into Karate Kid 3?
I think the thing is that for the Karate Kid 2, it gives you a lot of more of Miyagi's backstory, which you don't get that in 3. So I think this was... Because I think what they did is they realised after the first one that Mr. Miyagi was more of a central character than Daniel. So it was very much played off that in the second movie. And gave us sort of an origin story to Mr. Miyagi. Not the sort of origin story you'd have nowadays where you'd have flashbacks and 10 ton of them, and a younger Miyagi fighting or whatever. But it definitely sort of filled in a few gaps. So I think it's essential. I don't think it's definitely not the best of the 3, but it's definitely gives a lot more of a story to context to it, should we say.
Now, when I was looking at the cast list before...
Hey, Rich and Joan.
When I was looking at the cast list before, I thought to myself, do you know what? That D.B. Wong is in it. He's the little kid that's sitting in the alleyway, right? Now, D.B. Wong is the bloke that plays the geneticist in Jurassic Park. So if they killed him off fucking...
Yeah,
it could save me 12 hours of my life watching Jurassic Park movies.
Well, like the love interest and the rival, they were, and I forget the names now, but that was their first sort of movies.
Yeah.
And then they went on to have sort of prospering careers, if you like. So still to this day to some of them. But it was. I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was just a different movie that, I mean, essentially it is the same sort of movie. If you look at it, it's almost identical to the first one. They've tried to keep with the same sort of ethos of the actual story, if you like, just in a different setting. It's very much a Jurassic Park and a Jurassic World situation. I think, like I say, I think it is essential because there is some good scenes in it. I mean, I like the sets, for the fight scene. I like the bit where the sort of tornado hits as well, and there's some good bits in it.
Don't get me wrong, there is a few good little sections in there, but did it need to be made? That was my question.
I think so, because like I said, I mean, what I found interesting in it, I was doing a bit of research on it, is the the sets were it was filmed in Hawaii.
Yes.
Because he went to Okinawa, and because of the state of what it was like at the time, with like concrete buildings and stuff, it didn't represent it. So they built a village on a piece of land in Hawaii.
Right.
And then obviously filmed the action scenes at the end and the street scenes like in the studios. But yeah, like I say, I mean, I think it's an integral part of the franchise, to be fair.
So would you think it would have been better if they moved Karate Kid 2 and replaced it with 3 and then put 2 at the end? Because that way you would have got the 2 All Valley Championships, wouldn't you? Which would have been a direct sequel to each other.
Yeah, but this is almost like the summer off, isn't it? This is, if you like, the off season, if you like. So there's no All Valley Championship while he's away. And he wasn't going, was he? Mr. Miyagi didn't want him to go, and then he sort of convinced him that he wanted to come with him. But no, I don't know. I mean, like I say, it's like the summer, if you like, in between terms. That's the way I look at it.
Would you recommend Karate Kid 2 to Peter, for example? And Peter said in the chat there he's never seen the Karate Kid. Would you recommend watching that film as part of the series, or would you skip it?
No, I mean, I'd watch it. I'm going to be upfront and say it's not the strongest of the three. And to be fair, I think on rewatch the third isn't as good as Cobra Kai is. If we're going on the whole lot of it, the first one is by far the best one. But then how do you sort of? Yeah, I mean, the irony is that the second one made the most money. The second one made like 150 million on a really small budget, which, considering the success of the first one, is surprising that they didn't have the budget to then go and do the second one that was a lot higher, because it was still a similar budget. Because the thing is that the first one really got its sort of it really sort of came to life on VHS, so it got a lot bigger audience when it went to VHS. And I would imagine them days, obviously rental. But the second one out of the three of them made the most money. But what I like about the second one, especially at the start, is they did some more shots, so it carried on from the first one. So the only one that didn't come back was obviously the girlfriend from the first one. The rest of them all came back and shot some more scenes to make it literally as if it carried on straight from it. And then you obviously come a few months later, and he's and that's when he gets the letter, really.
Elizabeth Shue played.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I think for me, Cobra Kai is ruining it for me as a film series. But we know that we butt heads on this point all the time. But,
well, I've told you you're wrong, so we don't need to talk about it anymore.
For me, the nostalgia pulling in Cobra Kai is what that film series for me.
But it brings a new generation into it, because there'll be people that want to go back and watch the original movies. And it does. It's only a positive thing for that. I mean, it could have gone really bad, but you choose to watch it or not watch it. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
That's right, Steve. That is Chris. Little Steve is a miserable bastard. No. No, I enjoyed it, and I am going to have to go and watch the series of films again just to see how it is. It's, to me, I don't think it was the sequel we should have had from the first movie.
Well, I don't know, because you have to do something differently. You can't. I mean, essentially, what you've got at the minute is Cobra Kai is literally having tournament after tournament after tournament. You can guarantee every season's got a tournament in it. This was something a little bit different. And then they went back. They still went back to it with number 3. So the number 3, there was a tournament.
It was a tournament in a village.
Not the same sort of thing. That was as Mr. Miyagi would say, this isn't a tournament. This is for real. And it was life or death, mate. You just don't appreciate it.
Right. So that was Karate Kid part.
You see the irony? Lou's brought me up a cup that says 30 and Fab. I've had it 10 years.
In my case, it would have been 30 and fat. Right. Let's move on to the year review, shall we?
The year review.
I'm going to have to work on them, aren't I? Get them to fix that. All I can hear now is Rabsy and Nesbitt, the year review. Right, the year we're reviewing is 2006. Now, I sort of dreaded looking at this year until I started actually delving down past the first first page of what films were released, and then I found some really, really great films.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I could have quite easily had a top 20 in this year.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. Exactly the same.
So, do you want to go through your list first, Steve?
Yeah, I can do. I'll do the in no particular order. What we'll do is we'll do our top 5s, and then we'll do honorable mentions, because I don't want to mention a lot of movies that you're then going to list.
Okay.
So I'll go with for the top 5. and I'll do a Steve in no particular order.
No particular
I'll go with because when you can't make up your mind. Pursuit of Happiness,
Yeah,
300.
yeah,
This Is England,
yeah,
V for Vendetta,
yeah.
and easily my best movie of that year, because I wasn't expecting it to be good, was Casino Royale.
Now, see, you've mentioned two of mine there. You've mentioned 300 in Pursuit of Happiness. But
Yeah.
then I've also got The Illusionist.
Yeah.
I've got Apocalypto.
So before you do that, how do you see The Illusionist against Prestige?
Well, Prestige is my other one.
Right, there you go then.
So Prestige is my other one. Now, for two movies to come out with similar arenas, as in like the magic side of things, I love The Illusionist. I think Ed Norton and Jessica Biel are superb. I think it's an absolute cracking movie. But the Prestige to me just adds that little bit extra. Michael Caine, Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale. They all play absolutely brilliant roles there, and the Tesla and the transporter machine and the twist at the end of the film. Guys, if you've not seen The Prestige, go and watch The Prestige.
Really, really great movie.
You know, that twist at the end, it's just absolutely brilliant. I never saw that coming the first time I watched it.
No, I mean the thing is that I think there's always the magical and the mystery of magic. There's always going to be something in there, but without giving too much away. That's I was the same. I didn't see it, but it is a great movie if you've not seen it. So there's a few in the comments at the minute, and I'm gonna. What I'll do is now we've gone through those. I'll go through a few that I liked as well that year. The Da Vinci Code. I really liked. I like that film, but I'm such a fan of the music of that film. It's really good. Obviously, we mentioned The Prestige, The Departed. So Scorsese.
Yeah.
Now Cars. Pixar's Cars. That's got a special place for me because I remember my youngest being quite small, and we collected the cars with that one. I've never really got into the other movies of that, just the first one really. The Lake House, Devil Wears Prada, I thought was a really good movie. Superman Returns, only because at the time I was really excited for that coming out.
Brandon Roth is an absolutely brilliant Superman.
Yeah,
they should have given him a second film.
There's just something about that movie that didn't sit right. But then, having saying that, he got a second life, really, didn't he, with his character in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, The Atom.
The Atom, that's the one.
Did you see him play Superman, though, in the Crisis of Infinite Nerves?
Yeah. The World Trade Center, obviously, that came out, and United 96 came out.
Yeah.
I like both of them. Rocky Balboa.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't expecting that to be as good as it was, and it's probably got one of the best monologues out of all of the Rockies with his Sunshine.
It's not about how hard you get hit.
How hard you get hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That one. Dreamgirls, and a funny film I didn't expect to like, but it was pretty good, was Employee of the Month.
Right. Okay. Now,
but like I said, I was like you said, looking at it and going, bloody hell, there's loads. I mean, there's loads I've missed, but literally that year there was so many movies that was good.
Yeah. The looking for my mentions in this, then, you know, I've got a couple here that you've not mentioned. I've got The Departed, which was on your list.
Yeah.
Deja Vu.
Yeah.
Inside Man.
Yeah.
Now, Denzel Washington was brilliant in that film.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Gridiron Gang. That's the one where the Rock is in like a juvie prison, and he teaches them how to play American football.
Who's this dickhead?
I don't know. Just put them in timeout. The Rock plays a like young offenders sort of prison guard, and he teaches them to play American football, but it's about gangs in America and stuff like that, and he teaches them how to interact with each other without killing them. Children of Men, again,
Yeah.
Clive Owen. What a brilliant film that is.
Yeah.
And Tenacious D, the Pick of Destiny.
The Pick of Destiny.
That has got to be in anyone's list for that year, the Pick of Destiny.
What in yours?
It's in my mentions. In my
It-
mentions there. You know, and to be honest, I don't think you'll find anyone that has never listened to that soundtrack.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, someone somewhere is always playing a Tenacious D song. You know,
Someone somewhere.
someone somewhere is playing Tenacious D. Now, it's usually me when I'm coming home on a Wednesday night.
The fact that Dave Grohl plays the devil in that
Yeah.
sound that music video.
But yeah, there's some cracking songs in that film, and like you say, Jack Black's just brilliant. He just takes him back to his comedy roots, and that's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Multi-talented, that guy, innit?
I think we've covered 2006 in a major way there, Steve. That there is some outstanding movies in this in that year. Highest grossing movies of 2006
Was Pirates of the Caribbean one of them?
Number one, Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah. The Departed.
No. While you're thinking, I'll just go through the list here.
Okay, what about Casino Royale? Because I know that was
No.
obviously an anticipated movie. No.
No. So let's have a look. What's Cherry saying? This is England.
300.
No.
Wow.
The Shooting Happiness, no. The Prestige, no. Devil Wears Prada, no. Charlotte's Web, yeah. Happy Feet. You're naming all the classics here, Cherry, until you went that one.
Step Up. Hey, it was that good. There's about 12 sequels.
I'd expect that coming from Steve.
I have got the movies on Blu-ray, so.
Kiddle Hub, brilliant film. Monsters House, brilliant. She's the Man, yeah. United 93, yeah, that was the one about the plane, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, what about World Trade Center then? Was that one of the movies for the?
No.
Yeah.
Sherry's got number 2. She's got Cars.
Cars, yeah.
Okay, Stormbreaker. No, that's not in there. Pursuit of Happiness is not
The
in
Da
the
Vinci
top
Code,
4.
as Shabba said.
Da Vinci Code is number 4.
Well done, Shabba.
So it's only number 3 that you need to get. And believe it or not, it's actually the 3rd film in the series.
The 3rd film in the series.
Yeah. High School Musical. No. Night in the Museum. No.
But see, that's another good movie, Night in the Museum. Oh, I know. Final Destination 3.
No.
What? You said the 3rd film.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is difficult.
Shabba's got it.
X-Men, Last Stand, of course. See, that's all right, but it's not as good as number 2, that, is it? I think number 2 is where it peaked with X-Men for them 3.
I think the 3rd film, they try to bring it to a logical close.
Yeah.
But they also tried to introduce a load of new characters that they didn't need to introduce.
It was a bit overkill, wasn't it?
There was no need for them to bring Angel in it.
No.
Now, for those who have not seen X-Men 3 for a while, Angel is the one with the big wings, and he's the son of the dad that owns the company that's making...
The one that's clipping his wings, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the one that's making the serum for the mutants. To me, they don't need to bring Angel into that. If they were going to go down the 4 Horsemen route, that could have been a film by itself. We could have had an apocalypse type movie back then, but it was just overkill with all like the outcasts and people like that they didn't need to bring them into it. Yeah. Highest grossing actors of 2006.
Denzel.
No.
Tom Hanks.
No.
It won't be Daniel Craig straight off the bat. Gerard Butler.
No.
Will Smith.
No.
Sly.
No. Johnny Depp. No.
Jamie
Sorry.
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is number 4.
How about Eddie Murphy then?
No.
Okay. I think about what else there was that year. Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt
number 2.
Damon.
Matt Damon was number 2 for The Bourne Supremacy, Ocean's 12, The Brothers Grimm, The Departed, and The Good Shepherd.
We've got some guesses in the chat here. We've got Kathy with Owen Wilson.
No.
Shava's got Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller's number 1.
Well done.
With Meet the Fockers, Along Came Polly, A Night in the Museum, A Dodgeball, and Starsky and Hutch. So his roles from 2004, Steve, that we had a look at last week or the week before, carried over into 2006.
Is that like when he gets paid? Did he get paid in 2006 or what? How does the bloody hell does this work?
He must still be having revenue
off the back of it,
sales and Sky and everything else.
Yeah.
So we are looking for number 3.
Oh, well, we've got Cherry said Vince Vaughn.
And Cherry's got it on the nose.
Nice one.
For The Wedding Crashers, Starsky and Hutch, The Breakup, and Dodgeball. And for
Wedding
those
Crashers and Dodgeball, I think, are awesome movies.
Just for those that are playing along at home, do you want to take a guess of who the 5th highest grossing actor was? I don't know why he was, but I know who he was.
Okay. Will Ferrell.
No.
Is it anyone anybody's mentioned so far?
Think of Ben Stiller and who was he up against quite a lot that time of the year, that time of decade.
Not Sandler. It's Sandler, is it?
Adam Sandler, yeah.
Bloody hell. Adam Sandy?
Yeah. We know who she meant. She meant Sandy from Greece.
See, that was the other one. Obviously, Sacha Baron Cohen did, I think he did in Borat that year, 2006.
Yeah, so Adam Sandler was the 5th highest grossing actor of that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I never looked at who's best director. I never saw
Thank
that.
God. I'm afraid, guys, as disappointed as you all are, we might have Jeremy Clarkson. We might have to miss the best director for this week because Steve hasn't done it.
Give me 2 seconds. I can find out.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay. Do you want to take a guess of who the best director was for 2007?
I think that would be. Oh God.
We've mentioned the film several times.
Is it Scorsese? Scorsese.
Yeah.
Wow, got it! Yay! That was easy.
Yeah, there you go. Director has to be for The Departed. Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but with a cast like that, there'd be questions if you didn't win it.
So, yeah, for my point, 2006 was an absolute blinding year.
Blinding.
For movies and actors and stuff. I don't think anyone could dispute 2006.
No.
We are coming on to 2 years left on the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 years left.
What could it be?
What can it be? What can it be?
Right, let's spin it then while we're here. Ready?
Okay, are we on? There we go. Are we ready?
Yeah, go on. What, no dodgy music?
Thank you.
1980 then.
I tell you what, should we do both years next week?
Make it a double. You're just so keen
Make
to
it
get
a
onto this
double.
actor thing, aren't you? No, I want to
Let's
spin
make
it
it a
next week and see what we get.
Let's do a double bill next week, shall we?
All right, double feature.
Double feature. And while we're here, ladies and gents, should we do the movie homework wheel as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we have had a couple of suggestions added on. We've had The Wicker Man added on by Anthony AMPJ, and he's also added on The Outlaw Josie Wales. So
The what?
He's The Outlaw Josie Wales. He's
Oh,
asked
Josie
for it.
Wales. Oh, that's loud.
Gladiator 1992.
Oh, brilliant. I might even watch that tonight, to be honest with you.
So that's not the Russell Crowe Gladiator.
Oh, which one?
The 1992 one, not the 1995 one.
Okay.
So that one was, I
Oh,
think,
got it now.
I think that one was actually suggested by Joanne.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a chance to redeem herself.
Yes. Okay, so we've got a couple here. Shab is asking to add Flash Gordon to the wheel.
Oh,
Okay.
I know which one this is now. This is it's a sports drama with Cuba Gooding Jr. in, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen the trailers for this. Okay.
Okay, so next year, next week,
Yeah.
ladies and gents, we're having a double feature on the year. We're having 1980 and 2008. And then we can finally put to bed the year wheel.
Yes.
Does that mean we've done 52 shows?
Probably. We did take we took some out, didn't we? We took some years out that were a bit difficult because we watched Ali.
But we started from the 70s, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we must be coming on to our year anniversary.
Okay.
There we go. Chris is asking to put Flesh Gordon on.
Flesh Gordon.
Yeah, it's obviously something he's trying to sell on his channel. He's pulling it out.
I'll check Monumentals first. It might be on there.
Yeah, he'll be on there. Right, okay, so that's the year review out the way, ladies and gents. Like I say, we've got 2 years for next week, 1980 and 2008, and we've got Gladiator 1992, not the Russell Crowe one. So please don't come on expecting us to talk about Russell Crowe's Gladiator because you'll have the wrong movie. Let's move on to movie news, shall we, Stevie?
Yes, please, mate.
Movie news.
What the frick is that? I mean, seriously. That was well upbeat, that was. Movie news.
Movie news. Right. The first piece of news that we've got is Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. His wages have been announced for Joker 2.
Now, he's practically doing it for free, isn't he?
Now, in the first Joker, he was reportedly paid $4.8 million to play the role. For Joker 2, he's reported to be getting $20 million to play the role, to come back.
Wow.
So does that show how much faith the studio have got that it's going to be a hit, or do you think that's him saying, "I smashed it the first time, now pay me the money"?
Possibly. But I'm just securing my my copy of Gladiator.
You're paying for one now, are you? Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a YouTube or an eBay account and you're trying to get a ching, please share it in the chat.
No, matey, no. I'm officially buying the only one at CEX has in its company.
Second piece of news that we've got while Steve's online shopping, how rude of him while we're live, is last year or the year before, Netflix released, is it Enola Holmes? Am I pronouncing that right? With Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. Obviously, the second film is well and truly on the way. Now, Millie Bobby Brown and Cavill have both confirmed coming back to reprise their roles. So that should be good. Now, the last couple of weeks, Netflix has taken a beating off me, saying that there's nothing on there. It's all old crap that we've seen on other services, etc. But between that and the announcement for the new Scrooge, the Christmas holiday that they're doing, that they're doing, they're actually announcing that some really good stuff, and some stuff that I'm hoping for. You've got Extraction 2. The new one, is it The Grey Man with Chris Hemsworth and Ryan Gosling? That looks really, really good as well. Chris Evans, sorry, not Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans. That looks really, really good as well. And I'm not as worried about Netflix for the next couple of weeks because that's coming. These are all coming out, and they do look quite good.
Do you know? I was watching a video yesterday, some American dude about going on about like Netflix is dead sort of thing, and it was going on that obviously what they're going to do now is they're starting to look at cracking down people sharing passwords, and they were saying over there it's like $20 to be able to watch 4K movies on there, or 4K content is like $20.
Well, the cheaper option over here now, because it's in three little bits, isn't it? 3 different subscriptions. The cheaper subscription is going to get adverts in Netflix.
Are you joking?
No. So if you're paying for the middle one upwards,
which should be the family one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you're paying for the middle one upwards, you don't get any adverts. If you pay for the cheap one, you'll get adverts in the middle.
Basically, if I pay a tenner, I get adverts. If I pay for 15,
you don't.
I don't. And if I pay 20, I'm getting the whole lot.
Yeah. So, Mark saying here, The Witcher. The Witcher is a brilliant series. I'm surprised that's still going to run though because of the amount it costs per episode to produce that.
Yeah, true.
He's also mentioning here Westworld. Now, Westworld was on Sky One, and I watched the first 2 seasons. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 3, and it didn't grab me for season 3. But I know they're halfway through season 4, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch season 3 so I can catch up on season 4.
I really enjoyed season 1. I've not really got into season 2.
Well, season 3, they're in like the real world and doing bits and bobs and taking over people and making them into like robots and stuff. And yeah, it didn't grip me. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it though because season 4 looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Wow. What's Chris saying here? If you've got Sky, the 4K Netflix is only £6.
On top of your God knows how much for Sky.
On top of your £100 a month for Sky that you're paying.
But this is what I said to you before, innit? I mean, the thing is that the stuff that should be incorporated in these prices that we're paying for Sky or Virgin or whatever. You know, maybe they could do a deal with Netflix, or like Sky obviously have there. But at one point, Netflix was £6 anyway. It was like $5.99, wasn't it? And then it's gradually jumped up over the years.
Yeah. Now I used to have 2 Sky accounts because I used to pay for my Sky and the kids' Sky.
Yeah.
And it was costing me like 250 quid a month, and I was just like, no, it's not worth it.
Bloody hell!
So we cut both accounts.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Peter's a millionaire, apparently. There you go, Kathy. You read it first. Peter's a millionaire. Throw some money this way, Pete, if you are, mate.
Yeah,
Gifted. What's this? I watched Netflix the other day. Gifted Times with Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay, I'll make a note of that, Jason. Thank you. I've made a note of that. I'll catch that. Peter saying his secret's out. Yeah, and Chris is saying he doesn't have the full package either anymore. It's ridiculous the price they pay. Now, we are talking Henry Cavill in Alone at Homes 2. Now, it's been announced that he is coming back as the Man of Steel, as Superman. He was rumoured about giving up the role and he wasn't going to do it anymore, but it's been announced that he is. Now, two of these are going to be cameos, apparently. So he's going to cameo in Black Adam and Shazam 2. But then he's also going to get a Man of Steel 2. Now, that'll be his own. That'll only be his second standalone film as Superman.
yeah,
Because the only one he's had is Man of Steel.
yeah.
So, where MCU have lots of standalone films with these characters, the DC EU never sort of went down that route. They tried it and then it just didn't work. And we were meant to get like the Flash and Cyborg and everything. And I know we're getting the Flash and stuff coming, but
With Michael Keaton as Batman.
yeah. Are you interested in a Man of Steel 2?
Oh, God, I would be. Of course I would. Yeah, Superman, for me, yeah, absolutely. I don't care what incarnation they bring them out. I'd be happy to have any of that. Yeah, do you know what? Actually, I think it would be better because, you know, as much as the Snyder cut of the Justice League was good, like, I much prefer Superman as a standalone character.
Yeah. I don't think Spider-Man or Batman for that matter is designed to share a screen with 3 or 4 other heroes.
I don't know. I mean, I was watching because, like I said to you, with our package we got the movies for free, which I didn't know until after I'd signed up to it. But like we watched the new Spider-Man again the other night. Now, obviously, I've got it on Blu-ray, but it was on telly, so we just shoved it on, and Lou hadn't seen it. And I thought that was really good, even because I mean, he was sharing the screen with multiple characters. For those who haven't seen it, I won't say a lot, but it was there was a lot of characters in it, and I think that I don't know. I think I enjoyed that one more than I enjoyed his other two. To be fair.
Mark's saying here that he's watching Superman and Lois season 2 on BBC iPlayer, and I was seeing that today as I was looking for something else. But it's season 1 on there because I haven't seen season 1.
I started watching season 1, and then I got a message the other night off my eldest mother saying, "Have you watched it?" Because we used to watch Smallville together when we were together, and she said, I think you really enjoy it." And I was like, "Well, I watched that one episode, and then that was it, really." So I need to get on to watching, catching up with that as well.
So that's movie news then, guys. Like I said, Henry Cavill's changed his mind again. He is going to play Superman at some point. Netflix are slowly winning me back over with the announcements that I'm seeing coming out of them. Let's hope they're not just flash in the pan, end of the summer movies, and then we get 8 months of nothing before we get back to this stage again.
Yeah.
And Joaquin Phoenix is getting paid 4 times the amount for Joker 2 than he did for playing the Joker.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes. Hopefully that just puts strength in. Hey, we've done well. 45 minutes. That hopefully that's just putting the studio putting strength in the story instead of just paying an actor what he thinks he's worth.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, we'll move on to pickups of the week because it looks like we've both had big weeks this week.
Pickups of the week.
I think we're going to need to change this music, Luke.
Why did I not get to screen this before you decided you were doing it? Hey.
Why? It's my show. You're just here.
Oh, really? Really, is it? No, I appreciate what your cousin's done, to be fair. It looks awesome.
He's the little brother-in-law.
Yeah, little brother, sorry.
He's doing media at college, and he does some really good stuff, but I think we need to get this a little bit more upbeat.
What are you grading this one, then?
Non-chargeable.
Non-chargeable.
Right.
No.
Little Stevie, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Well, you go first, because you said you weren't going to go through everything, didn't you? So, in your latest video.
Yes. So, I put a video out yesterday with all me birthday pickups and birthday gifts and stuff like that. So go and watch that, and you get to see everything, including a really cool Spider-Man suitcase. Now, I've just picked up the Blu-rays and DVDs, then we'll just go through them quickly. So I've got Jackie Chan's Karate Kid. I'm going to put it this side so it's out of the way of the chat. So Jackie Chan's Karate Kid. I picked up Watchmen, the 3-disc special edition. I love that movie. The Assassination, I've not heard or seen anything of that. So it's one of Bruce Willis's newer movies, so it's probably straight to Blu-ray. So it's probably not very good. Unchained, this is another one I've not heard anything. So if anyone's heard any of these films, please let me know if they're any good. And then I got Sucker Punch. Now I love this film. It's got a bit of a bad rep because it's a quite poor comic adaptation, but I really enjoy it. Captain Phillips, really emotional film based on a true story. Tom Hanks is absolutely superb in this film. The Conjuring 2, I picked that up for Lance because it was making me $3 for £1, but I ended up getting 6 anyway.
Wow.
This one was brilliant. Now, I was in HMV and I was looking at Beetlejuice. Now, Beetlejuice is £4.99 on offer. But I was walking around and I thought, you know what, I'll go into CEX and I'll have a look. But Lana had a look online and Beetlejuice was just the same price in CEX. So I picked this one up instead. It's the Evil Dead trilogy.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Now, this is 1, 2, and 3, all on Blu-ray. It was £13. Now, when I went into CEX, this was £18 in CEX.
Yeah.
So
they haven't adjusted it, have they?
So HMV is brilliant for stuff like that. And then I got The Killing Joke as well, because I recommended it to you, and you got a copy, but you weren't too fond of it, if I remember correctly. But I seen this at the boot sale, so I had to pick this up because I haven't got a copy.
Hey, David. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just you picked it up really quite a bit, and when I watched it, I wasn't as blown away as you were about that. But then I think it would probably mean a lot more to somebody that's maybe really up on the comics, I would imagine.
Yeah. This is brilliant. I love this.
It's awesome.
I love this. Now, I did notice that Dave has posted his copy of this in the Movie Chats and Film Geeks group. So this is doing the rounds, ladies and gents. This is the new Chubba Chubs crew. You need to get yourself a copy of this. And then I've got this one for you while I was out.
No, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
American Gangster.
The wrong fucking Gladiator, though.
Gladiator and Black Hawk Down. Yeah.
Thank you.
So they're my pickups. Like I say, I wasn't going to go through everything. I got quite a bit of Warhammer stuff, and some sweets and stuff like that for my birthday. So,
Right. That was good,
yeah.
man.
So let's move over to you then, Stevie. Let's see what you've got.
So we definitely need a movie chats lads on tour because I want to see you walking around with that sodding case.
You think I won't?
I definitely need you at least either some airport or something pulling that thing along
Yeah, why not?
with all the guys just secretly jealous.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Where's his son? No, that's mine.
Yeah. This your son's? No, he's mine.
It was like when I walked into the Entertainer one day. I walked in there and I was buying Transformers, and I picked up 2 or 3 Transformers, and the woman went, "Oh, are these for your son? Are these surprised?" I went, "No, they're mine." And she went, "Oh, I was just about to give you a free poster, but you can still give me the poster."
Well, it was like that when we went to Liverpool, though. You're going in, going, "Can I have my comic, please? I want a comic."
Give me comics.
What do you mean you've got the left? I want comic.
I won't be comic.
They're going to start kicking your feet on the floor.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, what a day. What a day. Right. So I don't know if I mentioned it last week. So I have a little present from Chris, which I really, really love. So I'll show that because I'm not sure if I showed it last week, but the little sack boy he sent me. So I'm dead chuffed with that. Except me and my eldest used to play it all the time. So to be fair, I'd still play it now. But yeah, so I had a couple of pickups. I'll go with the DVDs first. So I picked up a couple of DVDs. They were, God, I want to say no, they were 6 for £2. But I only particularly wanted at least one of them. But I got The Forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching that. I enjoyed that. This is a different one. This is called XX, which is like 4 dark tales written and directed by 4 fiercely talented women. So right, okay. This one was a Hulu exclusive, I think, called Little Monsters. With says one of the funniest movies you'll ever see. That's quite a statement. But it's got that girl out of Us.
Yeah.
In it. Don't know. Then I found this is one of the reasons because I don't see these very often. Now I'm trying to get number 3 as well, but Never Back Down 2.
Now I've seen number 3, and I wasn't really impressed with number 3.
I meant as a physical copy.
Yeah.
I've seen number 3, but that was the one. I found them off same again, like I said the other week, the Facebook posts where there's like a video. It kept playing like his fight scene in a cage. At least I think it was a cage. The other one I found on that lot, which was a bit weird, was iRobot, the classic edition. So you go into it, and it's got first of all, it's got a movie cell.
That's cool.
A load of pictures. They're all sealed up still, and then obviously you've got the movie, 2-disc movie. But like I say, as part of a 6 for £2, I was like, oh, that's in a really good condition, that case.
Mm.
So yeah. So that was them. Oh, that was the other one. I think that was the other one I picked up.
All right, okay. The cheap version of Alien versus Predator.
I'm sure it's just as high quality. So obviously the couple of releases this week I had to pick up, which was The Unbearable Weight of Talent.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's funny. I found it funny. And then I went into Asda, and they didn't have the normal Blu-ray. But to be fair, I'm a bit of a fan of this character, so I got the 4K of Doctor Strange. So they're the new releases this week. I think I showed that last week, but that's my box set of Mork and Mindy I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got series 1 to 4. I think it's cost me like £2, £3 of Homeland, series 1 to 4. So I got that from a charity shop. It's not worth a lot, really, to be fair. But I like them boxes. They're quite good. They're not the best for holding discs in, but I'm not sure if I mentioned these last week because I think they came after the show. But I ordered and picked up the Pagemaster and Tully. Which that's a really underrated movie. That's good. That. But I think they came after the show last week. So these are the ones I picked up predominantly this week. Actually, there's one missing there. No, there isn't. I got... Yes, there is. Some down there. Well, I got the Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Yeah.
I got 2 premium collections for the HMV premium collections. I got Dinah, which if you look at that cast out, I mean, I did sort of get the trailer afterwards, but you've got Steve Guttenberg on there, Daniel Stern, Mickey Rourke, Kevin Bacon, Timothy Daly. I'm guessing one of those guys is Marv off Home Alone.
Oh, right, yeah.
I forget what his name is. I probably read it out already. But yeah, so that's a premium collection one. Now, obviously the premiums come with the extra bits inside, so you've got all the postcards and stuff. And it's got the slip. And then I picked up the director's cut and premium version of Little Shop of Horrors.
No, I love that version of Little Shop of Horrors.
What, the director's cut?
Yeah. The I know it's a musical. Don't slate me, but I do enjoy that musical.
But yeah, it was a premium edition, so I picked it up. A couple of other ones. Now, what had happened with this lot is that I'd gone in, and they'd literally just had somebody trade some stuff in, so they didn't even put the prices on them by this point. So the first one I picked up was the Clint Eastwood collection. I say collection. It's only a small one, but it's got like 9 of his movies on there.
Now, you'll have to show Nate that on Sunday because he's a big Clint Eastwood fan, isn't he?
Well, what's that other lad called? The Nintendo one.
Peter,
sorry, yeah. Sorry, Peter, if you do watch this. He got this collection, but he got it in a case not too dissimilar to these. It was falling apart, and he said he really wanted this one, but it's tough, mate. I got it. But yeah, so that's a little collection. I would like the bigger one. A couple of interesting ones. So this is a Arrow version of Battle Royale, but it's a limited edition. As you can see, it's a massive big box. But it's so this thing's
like 4 discs worth of special features. Just that then.
It's got absolutely all sorts in it, mate. I mean, you're talking literally all sorts in it. But it's what does it say? It's 3 disc. It's a 3 disc. But it's got a brand new transfer on it. Which, if you're going back to your review videos, that would mean that you'd actually see something because it said a brand new transfer. I think it's a 4K transfer, maybe. Brand new, restored in glorious high definition 1080p of both films. Both films, okay. So you've got the theatrical cut, the special edition director's cut, and then a 3 disc of special features, limited packaging with certificate number of up to 10,000, limited edition exclusive special features. So it's absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. So yeah, but that was quite a nice pickup. So obviously go with my Arrow collection. This one I know absolutely nothing about. Yes, I agree with you, Shabba. Yeah, well, the original was Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
This one I know absolutely nothing about, right? But the guy said we've had to take it in as just the plain version because there was nothing on their system for this edition. But basically, it's a anime called Serif of the End.
Okay.
Right. But look at this artwork. So this is a similar box to sort of what I was just looking at then, right? But you've got absolutely all sorts in this. But it's right.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, like I say, you've got obviously got a load of cards of all the characters, and then a really thick book of all the
Oh, I like
drawings.
that.
Really cool. And then some almost like Pokemon cards. So yeah, so this was. I mean, it was about £5, I think I paid for it, but literally it's a hard cardboard, which is really cool. And I've saved the best till last. This one is a 3 film collection from Del Toro.
Okay, what's in that?
Right. So you've got Kronos, The Devil's Backbone, and Pan's Labyrinth. Right.
Now, Pan's Labyrinth is a freaky film.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's definitely got a style.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's that packaging. But what got me?
Oh, wow, that's brilliant. That's absolutely superb.
That's awesome, innit?
Mm.
So yeah, chuffed with that. I think that's pretty much it. To be honest with you, I had planned not to go mad this week, but and to be fair, there a lot of them were good prices. But that Battle Royale one though, is massive for like essentially 2 versions of the same film, two different cuts though. But yeah, that's my pickups.
So, Shab is saying it's 8:10 and he's the only one left in the chat. Cherry's having tea. Peter's counting his money, swimming around it like Scrooge McDuck. And Chris is playing FIFA. So I'm glad to see that our content's keeping you entertained, that you've actually go off and play PlayStation.
I'm just glad he's still here, mate. I was watching his live earlier, but I was trying to deal with an architect that had turned up, so I had him on in the background.
What was Chris live? Was he?
Yeah, he did his dinner time.
His
dinner time live.
When we were at the Trafford Centre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's shit.
Busy working then, yeah.
The Trafford Centre's awful. I'm off all night this week.
Are you off all week?
I'm off from Wednesday onwards, so yeah, back in on Monday.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it earlier on. I'll tell you what, he's plush went quickly, didn't it?
The Flat Eric.
Yeah.
Selling it.
No, well, I'd watched his because I tried to watch his video when they come out, Steve. So, but I watched it like straight away, and it and then I looked at the price, and I was like, bloody hell! If that's what that little one's going for, Santa bought it, really. So Cherry's asking there, how did the interview go?
Yeah, it went well until the technical question. There's nothing like a technical question to throw up how much you don't know about something that you're actually working with. But yeah,
it just reminded me of is it Phoenix Nights where that kid walks in and he goes, "You can take that sign down at the front that says you've got a job going." But it's almost like he's the man for the job, the one that goes in for the DJ interview.
Yeah.
He said, even my teacher said that I will work behind a bar. I mean, he says you'll be behind bars.
No, it went well. Obviously, I'll find out soon how well it went. But, you know, you never can tell how these things go, can you? I've had some really bad interviews and got the job, and I've had some really good ones and not got it. So, yeah. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, shall we move on to the next segment?
Let's go off script.
I like that one.
Let's go off script.
We can lend that one to Chris because that's what happens when Bell's not on shift with him, isn't it, on a Monday?
Right. So this is the segment that we used to call free for all. So we have no script here now, ladies and gentlemen. This is your chance to come on and take the show in your direction. Tell us what you've been watching, what you've picked up, what you've enjoyed, what you've not enjoyed, etc., etc. So, like I say, I've been playing quite a bit of, well, saying I've been playing quite a bit of Xbox. I've been trying to play quite a bit of Xbox recently. And I'm getting back into Destiny 2. Now, this brings me to the point I was talking about the other week about Sony and Xbox and Nintendo bringing back cartoons and TV series of games, etc.
Yeah.
Now, I did notice that the one of the streaming sites is playing, or did I see it on? I know I might have seen it on Xbox. The original Mario's cartoon. They've now put that on Xbox, so you can now go back to watch the original Mario's cartoon from the 90s. So it's already starting. The back catalogue of TV gaming cartoons are starting to make a resurgence again.
Wow.
So which one would you like to see come back, Steve? The original cartoons?
I think we spoke about this in the week. I'm all for like the Nintendo. What was it, the Nintendo boy? What was he called? That one there. I enjoyed that. I forget the actual. I'm sure it's something like that. You know.
Yeah.
American.
So Chris is saying he's finished watching the US Office.
Oh yeah.
Really, yeah.
I think that took off after they stopped like copying the originals.
Now, Peter,
when it was fresh content. Hey now,
Resident Evil on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen it yet?
I'm a couple of episodes into it, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be capturing me as much as I wanted it to.
It takes to the end of episode 5 for anything meaningful to happen.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me now. Yeah.
If you can get to episode 5 or episode 6, you're all right. Does it build up to an interesting story for season 2? Does it? Bollocks. No, it doesn't. It doesn't build up to anything meaningful at all for season 2. Yeah, I think it needed someone that was going to draw you in. It's got the bloke in it who plays Zavala from Destiny, and he was in Fringe and stuff like that. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Resident Evil series, Peter. I've watched, like I said, I watched all 8 episodes just to get to the end of it. But I don't think I'll be rushing for season 2 if they ever make a season 2. Evening, Sherry. How are you?
I'm all right. It's just I've just had to go around my house and close all the windows and the doors because there is a very, very bad smell coming from outside. So, don't know what's going on, but it's nasty. Anyway,
Your brains are knackered.
Not the brains.
it might be the drains.
No. The brains smell like my farts.
Okay.
No.
I bet they blamed you for it.
We did at first. We did genuinely blame him for it first, but then I went out to the kitchen and they went, no, ran and shut all the windows and doors.
Yeah,
Older mayor. He's brought the older mayor over. That's what he's done.
I remember something of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I remember that as well. I say it was 1992. When I was doing my research on the Karate Kid 2, it said that obviously there was a cartoon of it as well. So I'm going to need to try and track that down, see if that still exists. But mind you, that's the same as I was looking at. So I think I said to you that last week. I'm not sure, but I'd watched. I watched a video where the guy was going on about his RoboCop collection. Now he was in America, so obviously there's a lot more releases over there than here. But I remember I had a look, and it's on the actual TV series. It's on YouTube, so I started watching it. That's proper cheesy, but you can buy it on Amazon for about 35 quid, like an Arrow box set sort of design. It's bad, but it's very tempting at some point or another. I just hope they don't sell out very quickly. Anyway, put it that way. But the cartoons. There's a few of them. It's like I came across that. I've got that Ace Ventura one, haven't I, that I found in one of the charity shops. A DVD of Ace Ventura cartoon. I can't remember that, but then there was a Mask one. I remember the Mask one.
I've started watching Mask again. I watched all of Ulysses now.
That's not where I was going with it, but yeah, I was talking about Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm sorry. There is a cartoon of The Mask, yes.
I just watched that one, Lana, The Control Room. I really enjoyed that one.
You really?
I did.
You really enjoyed it?
To a point. Well, doing other things at the same time. Couldn't watch it and not do anything else, though.
So I'm glad you're
here. You can just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
So
right. Have you seen it, Steve?
What's that?
The Control Room.
No.
Right. Okay.
So, I've just put it on it. What's it on Netflix?
BBC.
No, I've been. I was just saying, I'm glad Cherry's here because I've been watching. Let's say true crime for the last 24 hours. So I watched one called Captive Audience on Stars. It's on the Disney Plus bit, but it's on Stars. About a young lad that disappears at 7 years old called Steven Strouder or something he's called. But then appears 7 years. He escapes and comes back 7 years later.
I just saw that on the list of things to watch, but I watched Big Sky instead. But I'm interested in watching that one.
It was pretty good, really, because it's only like three parts. I think it's like an hour each.
Yeah.
But the first two about him. The last one's about his brother. And the other one I watched was I had it on my watch list to buy on Blu-ray, which was the Salisbury Poisoning. I think it was. That's on there. That's mental.
Novichok poison.
Yeah, the Novichok. Yeah, that's mental. That is.
Yeah. Well, I remember the name of the thing we couldn't. Well, I didn't remember the name. I found it. The name of the one we couldn't get last week. It was Sweet Tooth.
Ah, the one with the little babies born with the little horns.
Yeah, I've just started watching it again because they've just finished wrapping last month on season 2. So I'm excited. So I'm watching it again. I've watched that so many times.
I'll need to go back and watch that because that's another one that I was sort of it was on.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm working from home, it was just on in the background and it was catching a little bit. It's like Loving Monsters. That was another one. I know that's sort of like a film more than anything.
Yeah.
And I went back to watch that again the other week because, like I say, the first time I watched it, I was sort of just glancing across, but I really did enjoy that. The Control Room, though, going back to that, I thought the concept was brilliant. I thought the twist at the end, I didn't see that twist coming.
I thought there was something there, but I didn't get all of it.
But I think that whole second episode was just nothingness.
Yeah. I think maybe that's when I wasn't paying full attention and I paid attention again after that one.
Right, okay, I'll have to watch that now. BBC iPlayer.
BBC iPlayer, The Control Room. It's got Ian De Saka in it, or however you pronounce his surname. And he was the guy that played Fitz in Agents of Shield, and you've got a few guys.
Oh yeah,
that's where I recognise him from.
Yeah, you've got a few guys in there as well. Like his mate Anthony was Podrick in Game of Thrones, and he was individual as well, the one on the submarine, and the couple of them were from Line of Duty. So there's a couple of little bit part actors from other BBC series, and then obviously you've got those two from Agents of Shield and Game of Thrones. But yeah, I thought the concept was brilliant. The twist at the end, I didn't see that coming at all.
I got a little bit frustrated with him.
Yeah, why did he not just open the van?
Like as well, like surely. No, I'm not gonna ruin it.
We'll talk about it next week when Steve's had a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to Resident Evil, I liked it. I didn't like the main character though. She annoyed me.
I did not like how it was all jokey.
Right.
There was no serious character in it. There was no big actor to start off with. There was no serious character in it. They're all laughing and joking, or even towards the end, the big bad. What was that? I don't know what that dance scene was in the tent.
I was just like, what on earth is going on?
What's going on here? That you knew something wasn't right when you hear a humming, but but there's no one to grip you. There's no right. I'm going to follow you, and I don't think they explained the Whisker story as much as they should have done.
Well, I'm watching it as a standalone thing because I haven't played the games or like seen anything else of it. I've just watched that, but I like the storyline, but as you said, I don't think there was enough of a gripping character in it.
No. Well, you don't need to know anything else about Resident Evil. You don't need to watch the other films. You don't need to play the games. You just need to understand that Raccoon City's already happened.
Yeah.
That's the bit I enjoyed. We didn't have to go back through the whole release of the T-virus and everything else. That's already happened.
Yeah.
It's the point where they took a great premise and then ruined it.
Yeah.
I did quite
a lot of people have said it should be something different.
Yeah.
I thought that about a film I watched. It's never mind. I'm not going to think of it.
If it was just another virus series,
yeah,
it would have been fine. But
by the way, you know how you did 2006 and I brought up Step Up and you weren't impressed? Which I got for my birthday.
Ah, yes.
The Steelbook.
Our local charity shops got Step Up 1, 2, and 3, and you've had them for 12 months. You want me to pick him up for you?
No, I've got the Steelbook now. I'm okay. Steve got it too.
Oh, look at that. Steelbook buddies. Fancy little Steve having a Steelbook of chick flicks.
Well, I've
what you mean, mate. Ah.
I have nearly every Mary-Kate and Ashley film because I grew up really, really liking them. So it's kind of like a nostalgia thing.
Oh, I didn't show you this one actually, Steve. I got another one of the bigger DVD ones the other day.
Oh, Windtalkers! I love that film.
Yeah.
Right, let's catch up on the chat, shall we? Because Shabba's asking, was it Shabba or was it Nem? Pro Stars, the cartoon. I can't remember Pro Stars, the cartoon, to be honest. Ah, there we go. Yeah, sporting heroes that fight crime. No, I'll have to go and have a look at that. Lana's saying it's only a 3-part series, Steve, so you can binge watch that one.
Yeah, I heard. I read it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The MC Hammer cartoon was absolutely brilliant. Where we used to dance and all the little dance steps and music beats come off and beat up the bad guys. That was awesome.
That sounds terrible.
It was brilliant. What's a nice little time travel movie on Prime last night? Press play. I'll have to make a note of that one, Chris.
What's the one we watched that we liked? Where they're all upload. Upload's good.
What was that on?
Prime? I think it's on Prime. Prime. Quite
Now,
silly.
the Trans World Sport was brilliant because you got all like the Roman wrestling and everything on that.
Right, so a couple of things. Firstly, did you see the very, very short teaser trailer for Halloween Ends?
No.
I say teaser trailer because it's not really a trailer. He said the first trailer dropped, so I had a look at it, and it's literally like it's a very, very short teaser trailer. Not quite as short as the Munsters. But
Munster. What do you think of Herman Munster?
I don't know, mate. Not sure, but I've only seen a small teaser trailer of that for that as well.
In that small clip, what did you think of him? Because I don't think much of Grandpa either.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But the thing is that they're already hyping it up for media release. So obviously Blu-ray, DVD release in like back end of September or something, October. So they probably don't have a lot of faith in it. But yeah, there was that, and what was the other thing? What was I going to say? Fucking throw me off now. Yeah, the Halloween Ends. It looks like Laurie's going to have a bit of a fight with Michael for a change.
Again.
Yeah. So I'll have to think about it now. There was something else I was going to say, and it's gone. What's the big summer cinema blockbusters, you reckon, Steve?
If you're taking out the 8 Marvel movies we've got between now and Christmas, I think we've already had it. I think we've already had Maverick.
So let's go controversial. Little Mermaid. Have you seen anything about it?
Are they doing a live one?
Yeah.
I've seen the skit artwork for it.
Do you think that's a skit, do you?
Well, when you're calling some random sailor and some fish bloke, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that one, yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, that particular one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely looking like there's is it Halle Berry?
Well, we know that there's a live action Little Mermaid coming out, don't we? We know that. But it's just going to be the latest one of Disney knocking out these classics in live action movie, aren't they? We've already had Sleeping Beauty, we've had
Beauty
and the Beast, we've had Lion King, yeah. So Mulan, we so it's just going to be the latest one.
I don't like them. Lion King was awful. I didn't watch Lion King, but Mum just said it was awful.
It was pretty much a shot for shot.
Well, that's what they all are, aren't they? They're all shot.
Aladdin was another one.
Yeah.
Still not watched that one. I just don't like them. I don't like the concept.
Yeah, it was a bit. I saw that thingy of it, the picture of it. I saw another one, to be fair, afterwards, but that particular one where it's like some random angry sailor or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Angry dad.
To be fair, I did enjoy The Jungle Book. I really enjoyed that one. That was good. But like I say, the earlier ones, when it was sort of new, and they weren't doing it with everything. It was, we go every 3 or 4 years before we get a different version of the Jungle Book. But that was just quite cool when they did that. Seeing like Bagheera and Baloo and Shere Khan all come to life and be actual characters in the film, and seeing King Louis as well, swinging around and whatever, the big orangutan. That was awesome. But the Mulan, I wasn't a big fan of Mulan to start. Aladdin, I haven't even watched Aladdin. I don't think Will Smith should have played Genie.
No.
There's just something there. Yeah, Atlantis was great.
I think it's so underrated. Like, there was a period of Disney where they did amazing, and Atlantis is one of them. Mulan, the original's another.
Planet Treasure was another one that they did.
Treasure Planet, but yeah,
that was it.
I love it. I love Morph, little pink thing. I had a little toy from like McDonald's that I wouldn't let go of because I really like Morph.
I think you've got the lads in the chat. They're all reminiscing on 80s and 90s movies. But that's Friday, innit? They were talking about.
You got the fuck knocked out, yeah.
You got not the yeah.
It's Friday. You not got shit to do. We get high.
Yeah, I mean, the second one was all right, but the first one was the best. I think there's about 3 of them, at least 3 of them.
Friday, next Friday, and the Friday after next, isn't it?
Yes, the Friday after next. That's the one.
Yeah, the Friday after next is where he's with his posh. Oh no, it's not. He's a grown up, isn't he? Next Friday is where he goes and lives with his posh, like, auntie and uncle. Yeah, and then the third one, is when he's all grown up. Yeah. But no, it is a funny film. I really do enjoy the Friday series.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? You won't get away with half of them movies now, though. We talk about this a lot, where you really wouldn't.
No, I think you would if you put it out to what it is. it's a comedy, isn't it?
I was watching.
It's not a very diverse comedy, but it's a comedy.
Well, I was watching the Dave Chappelle thing that's come out on Netflix. I think last week I was watching it, and he's literally stood by everything he's ever bloody said, and he's like the cancel culture nowadays. But he's like, that's it. You either watch me or you don't. I think it's probably the right way of doing it, to be fair.
His dad's a dog warden in all 3 of them, isn't it? Because he gets bitten in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The goes live with his, just like the Fresh Prince, but funnier. Yeah, but going back to the Disney thing, I wouldn't mind if they come up with new concepts for films. But they're struggling now. They're definitely struggling now that they've got to go back through the back catalogue to bring up new real life things. That their spin on Cinderella was just ridiculous.
I didn't see that one either. Encanto is okay though as an original film.
You see, the thing is that if you look at they're rehashing all the stuff, and then like that spoof thing that went out, like you say, with the poster and everything, it literally had every actor was black, and it on it are coloured, so we say, and the chat on it just went, the comments on it just went ridiculous, because the second anybody mentioned anything about it, it was like, oh, you must be racist, and it's like that's not the case. If this was actually a film, you've literally completely. You completely replace the cast for the woke community. And I'm not saying these things shouldn't be freshened up, but it's amazing how you can't have a load of comments without somebody getting offended.
See, I'm not against gender swapping or
No.
race swapping.
No, neither am I, just to be clear.
If an actor's good for a part, then it's good. He or she is good for that part.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, a lot of these films that we're talking about now were taken from old folklore stories before Disney got them. Bloody Cinderella was 1800s, 1600s, or whatever.
Yeah, but they're doing it with these particular movies because they're bankable.
Yeah,
Because if a Little Mermaid comes out, at the very least, you're going to get the people that want to see a Little Mermaid.
if you're giving me a real life Little Mermaid, give me the skin, the tail, but then give me the piranha face or whatever that goes with a mermaid, because they're not nice creatures, mermaids. You know, they're not.
It's not very attractive with a mermaid with a that sort of face.
They're not nice creatures if you look back at your stories and your stuff like that. They're not all like Ariels, you know, who are supermodels on top and bloody fishy at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, it's, you know, if you're gonna do it properly.
I think I'd like to see like the Brothers Grimm type ones made.
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed Grimm, but I'd like to see it as like a film.
Mm.
Yeah.
What shall I say now? The Emperor's New Clothes and Hansel and Gretel story. Yeah. Can you imagine them doing a film today, The Emperor's New Clothes? Who would you get to play the Emperor?
Boris Johnson.
Can we get a remake of Song of the South as well?
Would your mum not want someone like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans or a little bit of eye candy walking around the screen naked for an hour and a half?
Eye candy.
Chris Hemsworth, yeah.
Speaking of Chris Hemsworth, I saw an interview the other day where he was going on pretty much about that he might be done with playing Thor.
No, what he said is that he's done rehashing storylines for Thor. If they come up with an original storyline that catches interest, then he'll come back and play the character.
So what does that say to you, though? That says, I've done my contract, thank you very much.
I've done my contract. We knew this was probably going to be his last one. Do we need to go back through any more origin stories? No. Do we need to relive the Loki thing? No. We've already saw like Lady Sif and all that. Like, get their ass kicked in. There's no more Asgard. There's nothing original. We've seen him flying around space with the Guardians now. There's nothing original that we can do with that character now.
Yeah, okay.
You've got to come out and have a great story, and that's what he's saying. He doesn't want to play him just for the sake of playing the character if there's no development for the character.
Mm.
Well, a lot of the original ones have left now, haven't they? They've all done with it.
Yeah.
Which is what happens. It happens in the comic books, but still.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's two new groups, isn't there, that they're aiming for now. They're aiming for the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
And they're aiming for the Thunderbolts. Now, the Young Avengers are going to be more your Miss Marvels and people like that. The new Hawkeye, where the Thunderbolts is going to be like your Captain America from the Winter Soldier and the new Black Widow and people like that. They're going to end up in the Thunderbolts, where the Young Avengers are going to. So you're going to have a split. You're going to have sort of like an adulty themed one with the Thunderbolts and a kiddie one with the Young Avengers.
I did like Hawkeye. I've not seen Miss Marvel yet.
I saw a couple of episodes of Miss Marvel. I just can't get into it.
I've just not watched it yet. I've not got round to it. But I did like Black Widow. I like her. She's quite funny. The blonde one.
Yeah.
Helena. Great movie. Can you imagine Vin Diesel playing Groot for a 2-hour movie? Just
I love it.
Himself.
Yeah, Carl Pilkington would prefer it because they wouldn't be able to talk to him.
Now that reminds me of the episode of Red Dwarf. Was it Rimmerworld? No, but Better with Life. Better with Life. When you go into the video game, and Rimmer's playing golf on the beach or something, and then Cat comes across with his mermaid, and it's a fish on the top and woman on the bottom.
My dad knows what you're talking about. He's shaking his head like he could probably recite it.
Yeah. Better with Life, wasn't it? Because that's where Rimmer ends up getting eaten by a load of ants and stuff in the sand because he gets it all wrong. But yeah, brilliant episode. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what you could do with Thor now because obviously have you seen Love and Thunder?
No, so please
I
don't.
haven't either.
No, right.
I've lost the love that I had for Marvel since the Avengers had ended.
Yeah, no.
Because I wanted to be going watching the first ones at the cinema, making sure I'd seen it, and now I'm kind of like I'll watch it because I love it because I like Black Widow.
But stop doing this.
But it's feeling really dragged out.
There's too much. There's too many films, and now there's too many series.
Yeah.
When WandaVision came out, and we had to wait a couple of weeks for Winter Soldier, and then we had to wait a while for Loki. It wasn't like it quite straight out. There was like a month between the two. But now one season starts and then it finishes. And then next week another season's kick straight in, and you're like, who is this character? We're not even on C-list characters now. You're on D&E's list characters, and you're like, why are we bringing these guys into it now?
I just think because Shabba said a lot like Star Wars, or a little bit like Star Wars. I think Disney are just milking it for everything it's got, and it's not got the same shine to it as it used to.
But Endor is they've took a character that they've made for Rogue One. They flushed out his backstory to a point in Rogue One, and now they've given him his own series in Endor of what happens before Rogue One. So this is like the birth of the rebellion and all this sort of stuff. This is stuff that we're not seeing within the main Star Wars canon. K2's in it. Yeah, I hope so. I hope they bring K2 back.
Yeah, that's a good one, Shabba. I'd like to see. Would you like to see like a Roger Rabbit remake?
I would, but they really did. I think that was another one that was ahead of its time.
Oh, 100%. I'd like to see if they could do something with that. Maybe I don't think they beat it.
Did you enjoy Space Jam 2?
I haven't watched it, mate. I've got it. I've had it for ages. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Did you not see Space Jam 2? Because Space Jam is practically Warner Brothers Roger Rabbit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So bringing that sort of, I don't think the technology's moved on from Space Jam to Space Jam 2. Not to the point where it made any difference 20 years later.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Roger Rabbit's got a different type of animation, hasn't it? Some of it is pencil drawing, some of it is cartoon, some of it is CGI. Depending on what cartoon it is and what era of cartoon that was from, it was animated differently to reflect that.
Yeah,
that is an older cartoon. Bringing that up to today's standards, are we just going to get the same type of animation CGI for all characters?
Yeah.
What's she saying?
So we're just finding out what the smell was.
Oh, right.
It's a burning car.
It's what?
It's a burning car.
Oh, is it nice around your area?
Mm.
It is actually. It is quite a nice area. You can believe it.
The way you just accepted that what that was, though. You were like, yeah,
it's fine.
Drama happens every now and then. We don't think it's been set on fire. Because I saw a bus on fire recently. That was also it was an engine fault. It wasn't things being set on fire.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that, Shabba, that Disney's making money for the shareholders and what they envision for children's and family. I get that. I fully understand that. I understand the business model that they've got by bringing back stuff that they know is going to be a hit and people are going to go and watch it, and then people will probably buy the physical copy if they ever release a physical copy of it, because this goes back to what Steve was saying the other week about they might not always that they might not release physical copies of some of this. But
Well, sorry, buddy, just to go on that. There was a video I watched again of another one of the American guys, and it was almost like a shock to them. They were looking at it, and like Target and places like that in America. Well, they all seem to be slimming back on the media side of it, on the physical media. So, like that Talent movie that I bought with Nick Cage in it, they were getting it for about $6. And like, these are brand new titles that have just come out, but literally they're having clearance sales in all these Target stores and a few other places in America. And night, mate, thank you for joining us. And it was almost like a shock to them, because obviously for us, we've seen it gradually dwindle down over the last couple of years, really. You go into Asda and places like that now, you're very lucky to get anything other than the top 5, really.
Nem, I'm pretty sure it already exists on the internet somewhere.
Can you just imagine a live action version of Jessica Rabbit playing Padda Cake, Padda Cake?
Yeah, exactly. Be 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about this. 1 minute.
And Roger Rabbit just. Oh, God.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I don't know. It's yeah, you're right. The companies like CEX and stuff like that, that's why they only give you like a penny for trading now for DVDs and Blu-rays, because they don't want them.
We were struggling with CDs a little while ago, trying to get anything for CDs because it's all downloaded now.
Yeah, they don't want them.
But I do wonder what happens if digital crashes in some way or another. Like, would they bring it back? I don't know. There's too many streaming services now anyway.
Well, yeah, we say that week in, week out now, don't we? There's far too many of them. And now they're fighting over content. What content's going to be on what streaming service?
My mum was just saying when Skynet takes over, we're going to need the physical copies of stuff.
Yeah. Well, do you think it's going to be, pardon me, do you think it's going to be like Total Recall and V for Vendetta, where we have like a media block that's on the thingy list? You're not allowed to watch that, and you're not allowed to listen to this anymore, and it's all going to be mediated.
He said 1994. 1884. I did wonder. 1984.
Yeah.
Shepard's
saying he's not going anywhere this weekend.
Has it just been set on fire, Shabba?
Cherry, Neil's asking for a copy of the link. He wants to do some research.
I've no idea Google exists. Just, I'm sure somewhere on the internet it exists. I don't know.
Do you think LPs have revived themselves?
Definitely. I mean, tapes as well, because I bought the Guardians of the Galaxy tape, and that wasn't cheap.
So I was watching. Not that I only watch YouTube, but I was watching another video the other day, and someone was saying that in like 2017. No, I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't YouTube. It was one with the chaser on it.
The Chase.
The Chase. It is. Sorry, yeah, that's what it's called. And they were saying in 2017, Sony. I think that's when it was. Sony announced that they were releasing LPs again, and I think it's gone from strength to strength from there. To be honest, especially if you've got someone like Sony behind it, then it's going to take off again, isn't it? Because it was like so many decades since they last did them, or since they started doing them.
Well, there's a lot of record players out there as well.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be interesting to see where we are when we're doing our 2000 show, Steve, and we look back in 10 years' time about when we're talking of all these Blu-rays that we've picked up that we've now melted into cup holders and ashtrays because everyone started smoking again.
Cup holders.
Yeah.
Fuck off. No way. No, I'll still be hanging on to this when we're like nothing. There's nothing on the market. I'll be like
in the market for bespoke Blu-ray cup holders.
I'll be going to vintage shops to pick up a Blu-ray.
You're trying to explain to your great grandkids what Blu-ray was.
Yeah, but then it'll come back in fashion, and it'll have all of them.
That's it, my retirement fund right there. I'm just waiting another 20 years.
It blows my little in's mind that some of these behind her are like 30 years older than she is. It blows her mind when she looks at them.
Did I show you I picked up this, by the way? I think
No,
it was off. No, I'll tell you why, because I've just shoved it straight up. It was, and I apologise if you're in the chat. I really do apologise. I picked up a steelbook off one of the resellers, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but I knew they'd picked him up, which is the Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. So I have number. Put that down there a sec. So I've got me gold member and the original.
Mm-hmm.
But it was difficult to try and get hold of the second one. Anyway, they had it on their store, and I waited a while because, I mean, to be fair, it's pretty much pristine. They've obviously just put it in a thing to protect it, which I'm glad about. But they picked up a couple of them, a couple of different films. But this was the one I was missing, so I put in a cheeky offer, and we did a bit of bartering. Sorry, not banter, bartering. But yeah, I picked that one up. But I'd literally just put it straight up on my thing because I'm waiting to get some more plastic cases. Yeah, I'm chuffed with that.
Was that Spice World that little Steve has just moved off?
Spice World, yeah, all right.
Have you seen the price of Spice World, Steve?
I wouldn't.
Spice World.
Wouldn't knock it.
That was my outfit collection. Classic film, that.
Lisa from Retro Girls UK traded in a copy of Spice World on DVD and got £7 on voucher for it.
You don't see it very often.
No,
I can't remember the last time I've seen it.
That Spice World Steelbook that you've got hiding up there, Steve, is probably worth.
I haven't got a Spice World Steelbook. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Although I keep resisting the urge to buy Mean Girls for you on a DVD format. Literally every bloody charity shop I've gone in recently, it's sat there. Might be worth it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Cherry's had that to hand just in case we mentioned it this week. It took us a whole hour.
Cherry has taste, unlike you.
We just need his address.
We just need Big Steve's address, and then
you know.
ready to go.
No, because you'll see firsthand how to make a DVD cup holder.
No, you can't do that.
Lana's copy of High School Musical ended up being a window scraper when I got icy one day.
Terrible.
I needed something to scrape the window, and it's just the first thing that came to hand.
Yeah, it would just so happen to be there.
It just happened.
You've not been waiting to use it.
Yeah, it just happened to be close by. The fact that I snapped the disc and never hit the disc, I just threw it back over the fence again. But, you know.
Terrible.
These things happen, you know.
When you
It's
make
like-
them happen, yeah, they do.
Not like Saf Efron's going to not notice us buying another copy of High School Musical, is he? You know.
Do you know, I think that is one Blu-ray I don't own. High School Musical, you know. I'm more of a Pitch Perfect sort of guy when it comes to sing-alongs.
Did you watch any of those films I sent you the other week? The five
No, yeah. Mind you, I've seen it. I've seen Made in Manhattan. I've seen Along Came Polly. I've seen 13 Going on 30. The Holiday, I think I've seen. I remember watching that a while back.
That
So I
was
think-
2006.
Yeah, I think Intolerable Cruelty is the only one I haven't really seen.
That's quite good, that Intolerable Cruelty. That's the one with John Cusack and Catherine Zeta-Jones, isn't it?
No, Intolerable Cruelty has got Catherine Zeta-Jones and George Clooney in.
George Clooney, not John Cusack. America's Sweethearts is the one with John. George.
Did you watch these before you sent it, did you? Yeah, you did.
I know my chick flicks, Steve.
Ah, you like taking the piss of other people that know them.
No,
So how many times have you seen The Notebook?
no, I know them. I don't.
Okay, so how many
know-
times have you seen The Notebook?
I've never seen The Notebook.
Wow. Don't give me that.
I've never watched. The
What
Notebook.
do you want?
I'm surprised Lana's not made you watch it.
Lana hates it. Lana hates them. She'd rather watch a horror film than watch a bloody romance.
My mum just said that.
Yeah. I know my chick flicks, Steve. I don't own them. That's the difference.
Right.
You
You need to watch The
own them.
Notebook. You and Lana need to have a romantic evening.
Yeah, that'll probably be watching Insidious 1, 2, and 3, and, and the Dominoes. That'll be our
Yeah.
romantic evening. Yeah.
Yeah, Shabba is probably the same. To be fair, I'm not ashamed either. You own it. You own it.
I think
pal.
I've probably seen it 3 or 4 times, and at least one of those was in high school because it's what everybody wanted to watch. Well,
Movie day. We'll put
Yeah.
the Notebook on.
the amount of times I've seen the beginning of Forrest Gump
Oh yeah.
is ridiculous. Like,
Because you're trying to watch
and
a 3
no,
hour
Happy
film with a
Gilmore as well.
40-minute lesson.
Happy Gilmore.
What about P.S. I Love You?
I've never seen that one either.
I've not
Is
actually
that the
seen
one
it.
with Gerard Butler in it? See, I know who's in it, but I've never seen it.
This Means War. That one's okay.
Yeah, that's good film.
That's Chris Pine and
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy with Reese Witherspoon, isn't it? I've
Yeah.
seen that one. I've seen that one because Reese Witherspoon's in it.
Yeah. What was that
The-
TV program not long ago with? Was it Reese Witherspoon that was in it?
Little
Little
Lies.
fires everywhere.
Yeah, that was good. That.
I enjoyed that one.
The best chick flick to watch has got to be Cruel Intentions.
That's yeah.
You've got to watch Cruel Intentions. You know,
I haven't yet, so
you've
You haven't
never
seen
watched
Cruel
Cruel Intentions.
Intentions?
That's
there's
your
a long, long list of things I haven't watched,
that's
and
your
everyone that
homework.
comes up, everyone's like, "You haven't watched?" No, I haven't watched.
That's your homework for this week. Is that you've got to go and watch Cruel
I've
Intentions.
seen lots of little snippets of it, but I've never watched the whole thing.
If I've got a spare DVD, I'll send you it. I think I've actually got one with all 3 of them on.
I'll write it down, please, so I don't forget.
It's Sarah Michelle Gellar, Reese Witherspoon, Ryan Philippe, and Selma.
Hiya.
What's this? No, Selma. What's her surname? Is it Byron? Something like that. Where's me?
Oh my god, what's she called?
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair.
Oh yeah.
And she was also in Legally Blonde as well, wasn't she? With Reese Witherspoon. See, I know my chick flicks. I just don't own them.
They're just on rewatch on Netflix and all the others.
The watch list for when Lana's out.
Yeah.
No, my watch list when Lana's out was Warrior and Rafa Khan. They're my go-tos when Lana's not here. The amount of time she's walked in to find Tom Hardy in that final fight with Joel Edgerton's is just. Yes, you watching this again? Brilliant.
I was looking around the bloody place.
Because you don't know where your chick flicks are, Steve.
No, for some reason I was too bloody late now. But yeah, I was trying to find Cruel Intentions.
Do you know you spent hours putting them in alphabetical order? Did it not occur to you to look at the letter C instead of I?
Never mind that. I've just realised one of the cases are broke. So luckily, I might have a spare Blu-ray or two to change that over with.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us for so long. It is now 9:10. This little boy needs to go to bed. Yes, although I am off work.
40 yesterday.
I'm still little. I'm
Did you have a
still
good birthday,
Medium, Steve.
Yeah.
I am medium, Steve. The good news is that I've started putting weight back on now. So I lost just over a stone being ill. So I went from 16 stone 4 to 15 stone 3. So I just lost over a stone. But I'm now back to 15 stone 10. So I'm getting better. I'm getting my water retention back, which is a good thing.
I agree.
So thank you for staying.
Birthday, thank you, Steve.
What?
Had a good birthday, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, Neil's come
Right,
back.
his hearing going.
Age.
I can't hear you. I can't hear him. I don't know why I can't hear him, but I just can't hear him.
Muted him.
So thank you. He's going to change my name now to something funny, isn't he? Yeah. So thank you for joining us on Movie Chats. You can find us on Facebook under Movie Chats and Film Geeks, and we're on Instagram. Yeah, with Media Steve. Okay.
Medium.
Medium, yeah. I don't know why he's put medium. See, what you can't see, ladies and gentlemen, is that you can't see him pulling faces at me below. So you can find us on Movie Chats and Film Geeks on Facebook. We are on Instagram under Movie Chats _2021, and we start to post stuff like that where we're scheduling videos and what we're picking up and stuff like that. So please follow us on there as well. Sign language with Bigger Steve. Yeah, tit. Don't forget to join us on Sunday for Movie Chats Extra as well. That's where we're going to bring on our friends of the channel and just have a general chit chat, really. There's no script, there's no format to it. We'll just see where it ends up. Cherry, you going to join us on Sunday?
I'm going to be hungover.
You're going to be hungover for most days, dear. So
I don't go out that much.
It can't be worse than just recovering from illness, Steve. Hello.
Where do you think we got the voiceovers for the video from? Right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the like button on the video for us. Leave us a comment if you want to add a movie to the wheel. Okay. The last couple of weeks, people have done that. Shabba, I will go back on the video and pick up your suggestions that you've put in this one, or if you can just leave us a comment again what they were, and I'll pick them up from there. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. 28% of you that watch the channel are not subscribed yet, so please hit that button. And once we get to 500 subs, we're going to do a Movie Chats giveaway. So yeah, that's where we're going to go through all Steve's DVDs and Blu-rays that he doesn't want, and then we'll just ship them off to you. So thank you very much. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.